This is the BluTech ARX Plus off-grid water system. Let's see if it's really worth the price. Now, this system is not cheap, but it claims to use very high quality parts and simplify a setup that people tend to struggle with. We'll show you everything that it comes with, how it works, and compare it to our DIY setup. BluTech did provide this unit to us for review. If you want to know how we handle free products, you can go check out this link on our website. You have found Explore Trek Adventure with Kelly and Greg. We cover adventure travel and all things camping. I'll put affiliate links for this exact system down in the description below so it's easy for you to find.
I need to pump some water into the van, so we'll show you exactly how this thing works. Then we're gonna go find someplace sunny and I will show you everything included in this kit.
Our process is always the same. Either if it's a stream, lake, or at a campground right we are now, we always use buckets to collect our water. Of the 2 years that we've had this van, I don't think that there's been one time that we've been close enough to our water source to be able to pump directly into the van. We've been trying to make better choices with our water. This bucket is actually food grade. This one, not so much, but it is a process.
Kelly forgot to mention the best part of this bucket. It's got a zipper with a lid, and technically, I mean, it's probably not made to store your water in there like that. You can use it for food, but it actually makes it a little bit easier to carry. Let's get this over and get pumping in. This bucket on my left, the black one, is 4.4 gallons. Another good reason to use buckets, if you're pulling from a stream, you're able to see like all the cooties and gross stuff that you're grabbing in the water and make sure your bucket's clean before you start pumping, because all that stuff is gonna go right into your filter. Let's get our hoses out. So this 25-foot hose gives you plenty of room to work with. We have the typical system where you gotta flip the levers to try and open the puzzle. Our old system used this plastic attachment and that was a quick connect. And the new system uses this big honking thing, but look at the inlet here. You can see it's much larger. The problem is this screen in the Revel fits nicely here, but it wouldn't seat and I couldn't get it to seat properly. This system came with a whole extra end piece, this little coupler, and this had a blue seal on it, a blue little rubber ring. And so I went and I pushed that right in there. You can see the setup goes really pretty fast. I really like that you can run the whole system inside this bag. There's a couple caveats with that, which I'll show you a little bit later, but so far we really like it. And if you look at this bucket here, you can see we've already, it's pumping water super fast. We actually timed it last night and we were able to pump this entire bucket, 4.4 gallons in 3 minutes, which we think is super fast. You can see we're almost done with this bucket. And that's why having a second bucket comes to the rescue, as you can ferry water from wherever your water source is back and forth to your fill point. And one thing I want to point out, if you guys had seen our DIY system in the past, you know that it made a horrible racket. Listen to this. Well, besides the airplane, you can see here that it's really quiet. Really, the only thing you hear is water going through the system. You're not hearing the pump clank or anything like that. And just like that, we've pumped about 8 gallons into the van. So let's get this thing stopped. And that's all we need. So I'm gonna show you how easy it is to clean up. One thing I suggest, it doesn't come with this, but get a small hand towel and keep in your kit, because if you're gonna run the system in the bag, when you pop this out, it's gonna leak water in here. You're gonna get water in your bag. But what I discovered, if you put this like this, and when you undo it, it's gonna catch any of that excess water that comes out. And then when you have your hoses, just make sure you're gonna clean them out. This is our first time using a braided stainless steel hose, and we kinked it on accident when we unrolled it, and it causes like a flat spot and it kind of gets scrunched. It causes weirdness in the hose, so just be careful when you're unrolling it and rolling it. The one downfall of this hose is 25 feet long, so it takes 2 people or get crafty to get all the water out. You are able to connect the hose to itself, so in case you can't get all the water out, it should stay. And then we'll throw it in our bag. So you can see that that whole process of collecting water, pumping the water, is actually pretty quick with this system. And then everything is all nice and neat in this bag, and you're ready to throw back in the van. It is not warmed up at all, so we are going to throw this in the van, go find someplace warm, then we'll go over the details, everything you get in that package, and also compare it with our DIY setup. This is one of those amazing days you just don't get on the Oregon coast very often. Check this out, we have beautiful sun, there's 0 wind. Let's check out the gory details of this bag first of all. It has a bottom on it. If you can see, it's got kind of a coated bottom, so if you sit it on the wet ground, it's not going to soak up material or soak up water. Zippers are nice, but this is pretty decent thickness, so you're not going to worry about it ripping. Do you like the zippers? They have nice zipper pulls. There are a lot of things I like about the bag, but there are a few things I don't like about this bag, and primarily it's not big enough to store the entire system. This is also part of the ARX Plus system, and it doesn't really fit anywhere in here. Plus you can see all these hoses in here. I can try really hard, and if I really jammed them in there, I might be able to squeeze them in, but they don't fit in there easy. And I think if this bag was just a little bit bigger, had either a bigger pouch or maybe another bag on this side, another pouch on this side, I think that would be a big bonus. One more thing on the positive side, it does have 2 grab handles like this that Velcro together. Then it has this shoulder strap, which actually would make it easier if you're hauling this thing over to your buddy's rig to fill it up with water. As far as hoses, what you get with this kit, you get this 25-foot hose, but then you also get this 5-foot inlet hose. And this one has this styrofoam flotation buoy. And it also has this 20-micron filter on here. So this is a nice fine pre-filter, help get the stuff out of the water before it gets sucked into your main filters. All of these fittings it comes with are stainless steel and extremely heavy duty. You're not gonna have to worry about these corroding or getting damaged because these are like super robust. This is your output hose. This thing is incredibly long. This is all braided stainless steel. There's 2 ways of powering this unit. This is where you plug your power into the ARX Plus. This is the portable battery pack that it comes with, and it has that connection here. So this is supposed to be a standard M12 size battery. And then this is a giant long pack if you want to maybe connect this to your cigarette lighter in your van or in your rig, and then this would connect right here. What comes with this battery pack is this charger. And the charger actually is pretty neat. It has a 12-volt plug on it here, and also a 120 plug here. So you don't have to worry about losing anything. You'll always have your plugs. Here's another little nitpick. I don't like the size of this charger if you're living in a van. If you're limited on space, I think this is way too huge, and I don't know if there's other options, but this battery pack combination, this is pretty big. There's one point I want to make about this battery, but I need to get this main unit out so I can show you something. If you look at the casing of this whole thing, this is all aluminum casing. It's super well made. It looks nice, feels nice. It's super robust. Then you get to this. This is the exact polar opposite. This, Kelly and I couldn't get this out when we first got it out of the box. It's, well, here, look. This is me getting it out. So that's the process of getting it out. For whatever reason, it doesn't fit very well. It doesn't seem to be a very good quality plastic. I just don't like this part. This part, incredibly nice, but then this seems to be just like one step down. That being said, functionality-wise, this performed really well. Charged up fine, pumped water fine, didn't receive any errors or anything. In order to get this to stick to the unit, this actually slides on to this bracket up on the top here, like that. And in order to hold it in place, the battery slides in and basically locks it into place. It's kind of a cool design, until you introduce the bag, then there's no place for this to go. They did add a port on the bag for this to go in the pouch. Your cord slides through. And this is just my wish list, but in a perfect world, if this was able to be mounted right inside here, and that way this whole thing would stay in the bag fine. Then when it goes to plug in, you just reach up, plug this in. This stays out of the way and nice and protected. Either way, the system is super versatile. This cord will allow you to plug it into the van. Plus we could use a power station, something like this. Lots of options to power this thing. The heart of this unit is this 3 gallon per minute pump, and that sits right in the middle. We've had no problems with this pump. This pump was pretty nice because it didn't make any noise. It was able to prime itself. They do say that this pump is able to pull water 6 feet up and not lose any excess pressure. Unlike some of the house or bigger RV systems, these are 5-inch filters instead of 10-inch filters. It has 2 main, and there's a longevity filter and an off-grid filter. The longevity filter is a 2-micron filter, so that's going to be your primary mechanism to stop all the big chunks and stuff to making it into your off-grid filter. Now this off-grid filter is, I think, something special, and it is a 0.2 micron filter. That's kind of the same quality you're going to get from a lot of your backpacking filters. 0.2 microns is small enough where it's going to capture most of your bacteria. Here's a chart of everything it is going to stop. Keep in mind, it's not going to stop viruses. If you're looking to get viruses out of your water, you're going to need to do something like an RO filter. With the Off-Grid Plus filter, they also integrated a carbon block. So that's going to get rid of some of the funky tastes and smells out of the water. They also included this is a hard word to say, an electro-absorptive media technology. This is going to help capture more stuff out of the water by ion exchange. I'm not going to pretend to understand that, but just know that it's an extra layer of filtering. Another big problem I have with these type of filters is there's no good way for the consumer to know if this is working or not, because how can I test for submicron particles? I just can't. The parts of this filter that are actually doing the work are third-party tested, and that's the key word. Somebody else is testing these to the NSF ANSI standards. And with that extra testing, you can have some reassurance that this is doing the job that it's supposed to be doing. Now that goes for this filter or any other filter on the market. If you're looking for something else, look for third-party testing and look for some kind of certifications. BluTech recently changed their canisters. It goes stainless steel on the canisters themselves. And instead of having the normal screw-offs, they have this tool that you stick in here, and that way you can get your leverage and then you can get these on and off. Now these did come pre-installed when we got them. We didn't have to do anything. They were ready to go right out of the box. This ARX Plus system is going to give you clean drinking water for the majority of your sources. If you're really getting in sketchy areas where you're worried about viruses, microplastics, super fine particles like that, we recommend this PureWell RO filter. We've got a whole separate video which we'll link to in the description. We built our own DIY system that's similar to this filter. By no means is this an apples to apples comparison. It's just not. It's apples, oranges, but I'm still going to show you. So size-wise, you can see that it's quite a bit larger, but I would care to say that it's a lot better. But let me show you the different pieces involved. The cool part about a DIY system, you can tailor it to fit your needs. Where this system, you buy it and it's just ready to go right out of the box. You can see I don't have nearly 25 feet of hose in here. I only have a couple feet. I have silicone hose. This is my pre-filter. It's way larger than the 20 micron filter that this comes with. I am, however, using the same filter for the longevity filter. So I actually realized that these guys put out a great filter before I even knew about this other system. And this is the 0.2 micron filter that I have. I just have a 20 micron on this side, where the ARX uses a 2 micron. So you can see their filter's quite a bit superior to this system. And then the final thing, we can look and see the pump that I have. This is a C-Flow pump. It is pretty small compared to the size of this pump over here. Now let's compare two other things. Noise level, this thing is off the charts. I don't know why it's so noisy, but it is. It's noisy enough where you don't want to be in the van when this thing is on. It just goes car, 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 car. I do find if I close the lid, it's a little less noisy. Now let's talk about filter speed. This thing is noticeably slower. The van is 21 gallons and we've stopped in multiple places. We found an awesome spot off the side of the road in Montana, and we filled probably 15 gallons of water and it took 20 plus minutes. This thing is noticeably slow. You can totally get by with it and you can customize it, do whatever you want. So I really like that, but it's gonna be slow. Now we compare that to the ARX Plus. This is gonna be the fastest it's ever been because these are brand new filters, but it did 4.4 gallons in 3 minutes. So that is like crazy fast compared to this system. Let's give you my final thoughts of this system. First, let's start with the DIY system. I think there's totally a place for DIY. If you're super handy, you like to tinker, you want to build something super custom to you, DIY all the way. Now, if you're the kind of person who just wants to take the system out of the box, plug it in, fill up your rig, do that, I think this is actually a really great system. It is expensive, but it is super high quality. The only little problem you noted before is I don't like that battery system, but you can actually buy this, the ARX, without the little plus. It comes without the battery. Now, the real question is will this ARX system replace our DIY system? And 100% yes. And the primary reason, even though this is a little, I don't know, probably a third bigger than our DIY system, is when you pull up to a campground and you ask if you can, get some water, and they're like, yeah, sure, but you gotta get it over to that water spigot that you gotta pump. And if you're spending 30 plus minutes or an hour trying to get water into your van, that gets old super fast, and this will alleviate a lot of that.
Let us know what you think about this system. You can go watch this video next. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.